welcome back. Today we are doing a Shop My Stash. This was a pretty good week. I used samples for a lot of this makeup though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my looks were done with samples. Today's look is done using all Shop My Stash makeup, which I will go through in just a minute. If you are new here, what we're gonna do is go through the makeup that I've been using for the last 2-ish weeks. I will give you some brief thoughts about them, and then we're gonna go through and pick out makeup that I'll be focusing on for the next 2 weeks. I did end up switching out an eyeshadow palette, so just briefly, that little foundation series that I plan on doing with every category in my collection, so I'm focusing on foundations and trying them all out. I'm gonna do some foundation based videos, some ranking videos, things like that, and then at the end of it I'm gonna do a declutter, so I can kind of figure out the types of foundations that I actually enjoy. So I'm doing it for most categories in my collection, not every single one, I'm not doing false lashes and mascaras and things like that, but most of them, like 99% of them. Anyways, one of the things that I'm doing is going through my eyeshadow palettes as well, and I was thinking about it, and my plan was to do a palette a week and then do the videos and things like that. But I realized that if I wait until the end, because I only want to do one category at a time, but if I wait until the end to do eyeshadow palettes, which was my original plan, we're going to be here for the next 10 years because I just have too many palettes. So instead, I'm doing one category at a time plus eyeshadow palettes. So I've already started my eyeshadow palette process. I'm 3 palettes in because I miscounted and had extra days this round, so I just brought in a 3rd palette. So I know my thoughts on 3 of the palettes thus far, and I just have to compare them to the others. But there are 3 shadow palettes that we're going to go over, and let's dive in. Let's talk about some stuff. I've had a really productive morning so far. And I mean, it's early afternoon now, it's 1:30, but I've had a very productive day so far, so I'm pumped, let's do this. Let's start with face products. Now for primer, I had the Touch in Sol Pretty Filter Icy Sherbet Primer. Again, I am wearing this makeup today, and I will have a link down below. Y'all, oh my goodness, this one doesn't fit into my current primer drawer. Now, I don't have enough for shit that don't fit right now, and it might not matter because when I go through my primers, I might end up, when I get rid of some, this might end up fitting. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how it all goes. But this primer, beyond the clunky packaging, is so good. It is such a nice cooling primer. My ACs are not working properly. They weren't this morning, and then we had the AC repairman come out, and now they're working fine. But this morning, they were not. And this felt so nice on the skin. I love the texture of this. I don't even know what you would really call that because it's such a different texture than what I'm used to for primers. It's just this cooling, almost whipped gel texture. Oh my goodness, it feels so amazing, and it kind of blurs your pores, and it just makes your skin look so great. I am obsessed with this. I freaking love this primer. It's so good. Okay. For cream highlight, I was using the Iconic London Illuminator. This is the original one. Now, as a cream highlight, this is a little bit on the darker side for my skin tone. So if you're as pale as me, it's a little dark. However, since doing the whole viral TikTok based thing, and now that I put cream highlight all over my face, it is a little much, okay? It's a little much. However, I do like it. And so, okay, so I'm wearing it today under, a whole face of it under my foundation. And I think it looks good. I really like how it looks with the foundation. However, every time I put it on, I'm always oh, because it's such a dark shade. I don't know. I do like it. I don't know if it'll end up being a keeper. We'll have to see how it goes. But just bear in mind, if you do plan on picking this up and you are as pale as I am, it is a darker shade, so if you're using it as a traditional cream highlight in the traditional highlight areas, I don't necessarily know how well that would work out for you. If you're doing it all over your face and then putting foundation on top of it, I personally think it looks pretty good. Okay. For foundation, this is where it gets a little messy because I started with the Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation, and I pulled this in and I was I'm gonna use this and then I'll just use the other foundations. Okay, I used this twice because my whole, I'm working on foundations right now. So pulling in a foundation, in my personal opinion, doesn't make sense. Now this is not what I'm wearing today because okay, I wore this twice and then I was I need to try out my other foundations. I need to be working on testing out my foundations. So then for the rest of the week's period, I was wearing different foundations every day and testing out different ones, and you can see them on TikTok and things like that. And so today I was well, do I wear this because this is technically what it was, or do I try the Urban Decay All Nighter because this used to be one of my favorite foundations, and I'm testing every foundation I own. Even the ones that I know that I love, we're wearing them again just to verify so we can compare and contrast them to the other foundations. So today I wore All Nighter. I love both of these foundations so freaking much. This one is like, this is 1.0 and this is 31 NN, and they look super crazy, but this is actually a really good skin match for me. I don't know why it looks so, and I hardly ever reach for it because I'm like, oh, that's oxidized, it's gone bad. But it is a good skin match, and I don't know why it looks so dark in the packaging. I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, so I will say for this round, when I choose new products, I won't be picking out a new foundation because that's the category I'm currently working on right now. So I'm trying out, you know, I'm wearing different foundations every day and just working through my collection and trying them all on and gathering my final thoughts and opinions on them. So I won't be using like the same foundation every day. So I will end up not picking out a foundation this time. But I do like both of these in case you were curious. Concealer wise, I was using the Morphe Fluidity. This is C1.25. It's very dirty. And also I ended up taking the stopper out because there's like not much product left in here, like at all. So I'm assuming that the next time I use this will be the last time. And I like, this is completely random, but I was thinking about this because I just watched a video that was in my like watch later, because every time somebody posts a video I want to see, I put it to watch later, and then when I've got time or I'm doing something and I want a video on, I watch it then, right? I get a good system going. And I just watched one and I don't remember who it was by, but she went through and like cleaned her makeup collection, like with a rag, and then like she was like doing the underneath the caps and stuff, and like on this area where it gets all dried up, and she was cleaning it all. And I was like, oh my goodness. And she said that she liked doing it every few months because when you've got like smudged or fingerprinty or messy makeup, it doesn't feel as exciting as new makeup. And that's, you know, it's a good way to reduce your new makeup buying if that's what you're trying to do. But I just, oh, I would love to have just like a nice clean makeup collection. And I was thinking about doing a video on it like she did, but I feel like we'd be here for years. So I might end up doing that when I'm done with everything, like once I've decluttered everything. Maybe I'll do a video on it then, or I might just do it by category, like when I am like decluttering and organizing and everything. So is that something, like, do you want to watch me clean makeup? I will say her video was very interesting, but it was like definitely a background video, and she said that that's what the goal of it was just to be put some, you know, something you could put on the background, kind of relaxing, cleaning motivation, etc. So do you guys want to see that, or should I just do it by category as I go through my collection on my own? Let me know in the comments down below. But I love that concealer. It is a bit more, I mean, now it's definitely on the drier side. It is a bit more on the drier side, but honestly, that's one of my favorite Morphe products. It blends like a dream. It is fabulous. For cream contour, I was using the Huda Beauty Tantour in Light. I love this. I've hit pan on this previously, and this is a great cream highlight. It is, I will say, for being a light shade, it is on the darker side. I do like that because I like this type of shade when I want this type of shade, you know, but just bear in mind this is the shade that is called Light, and it's a pretty dark contour shade. As far as the product goes though, this is one of the things that I have found that is closest to the Chanel one. And Chanel's not cruelty-free, Huda Beauty is, so if you're looking for like a cruelty-free alternative, this is what I ended up picking up, and I love it. Definitely a keeper for me. It's just a good, and I mean it blends nicely, and it just gives you like a beautiful, beautiful contour. For cream blush, the Milani Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush in Nude Flush, you guys, I love these, and I haven't used these in quite a while because I have so many other cream blushes, but these are fabulous. They are so good. I am obsessed with them. And this one I've actually used, like, do you see how dirty, like now that's all I can focus on is how dirty everything is. But I have used like a decent amount of this, right? I don't want to squeeze too hard because I know there's still product in there, but I'm like, oh, I'm loving this. And this shade is so pretty because it's like a nude shade, and it is on the darker side of what I would consider nude. Because I have kind of like a peachy nude from Glossier, and it's beautiful, but this is like the opposite end of the nude spectrum in my opinion. And this is, oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And also the quality of these, unbeatable. Like this is my favorite cream blush formula that I've tried thus far, that I'm aware of thus far. We'll see how it goes when I hit cream blushes, but so far this is amazing. For powder products, I have the Marc Jacobs Tan-Tastic Omega Bronze. And this is actually, I put this into my Panty Punk Project pan because it's old as dirt, and I don't even think, like, this company isn't around anymore, and I want to hit pan in it. So this was my oversized product of this last round. And this I'm going to just continue, like, so I'm not going to pick an oversized product or a contour at the moment. I might end up picking a palette with a contour in it, but I'm not going to go out of my way and pick out a contour because I really want to focus on this. But this is just one of those, I think that these look so good on such a large variety of skin tones. It's just a universal shade. Now, obviously, if you've got like a super duper dark skin tone, it probably won't be a universal shade. But in general, this, I've seen this on so many skin tones and it just looks so fabulous so much of the time. I love this. This is one of my favorite bronzers. I am so disheartened that the company is no more. It also smells like coconuts. But I am going to take this into the next round because right now this is part of a current project pan. So I won't be picking out a contour or an oversized product, but this is a good one. For my face palette, which was also most of my powder products, and the theme last time was like my oldest products. So I had brought in the CoverFX Perfector face palette, okay? Y'all, this was beat up to begin with. I ended up hitting pan in this highlight shade and in the contour shade. So now I have 4 out of 6 pans in this palette. I love this. This is one of like my favorite face palettes because every shade in here works for me. And this is the light medium one, but this is just one of those like stand up, everything works. It's so great. I love it. I had also brought in the Ciate London Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Powder. This one I didn't use very often because Shop My Samples really screwed me there. I have so many powders and Shop My Samples. But I did use it. I am using it today. And I do enjoy it. It is a good loose powder. This is just one of those classic, like it's a setting powder. And it is more on the translucent side. Like there's not really a shade to it. It's a white powder. So it is more on the translucent side, but I love it because I don't seem to ever have an issue. Like any foundation that I'm wearing, this looks good over. And I feel like that's not always the case. Most of the time with translucent powders, I don't have any issues, but every once in a while. And this one is just no matter what. It always looks good. I also had brought in the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Matte. I still like this. Like it still works well. These are my favorite setting sprays. The Ultra Matte one, I don't think fully makes your skin super matte. I will say though, one of my favorite things that I was doing the last couple of weeks was using like a soft matte foundation. All of my normal like glowy products and everything, and then this on top, and I think it gave, and that's kind of what I did today. Although I mean like this isn't a soft matte foundation, but it's close enough, right? But I think it just gives the most beautiful finish on the skin, so I love that. All right, let's talk about eye products. I pulled in 2 mascaras because the last 2 mascaras I used I got rid of. And so I tried these mascaras and I'm getting rid of both of them. I'm not doing a category in the new series of mascaras because I don't like having that many mascaras open at one time. So I'm just kind of going through my mascaras until I find one that I want to use. But I had the Blink Ultra Volume Tubing Mascara. This one is just bad. Well, now it's like sealed shut, but the formula has gone bad. Like this mascara in particular has gone bad. So this one, we're just tossing it out because I don't want to put that near my eyes. And then the second one, this is the one that I've been using for the past couple of weeks. It's the Elizabeth Mott It's So Big Voluminizing Mascara. I liked it the first couple of days, and then beyond that, I was like, no, this is not what I wanted a mascara. I'm wearing it today, and I just feel like it's lackluster. It just doesn't, like it's a mascara. I feel like even from the drugstore, there's so many different ones that you can get that work so much better than this. And this just doesn't bring me any joy. I never like how my lashes look with it. So I'm over it. I'm done with it. For liners, I had the NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick in Silver Lining. I did use this a couple of times. I like like this line of eyeliners, the Epic Wear. Even the Epic Wear ink ones, they're all like, it's just a stand-up line of eyeliners. And I feel like it's pretty comparable to the Urban Decay 24/7 ones that y'all know that I love. But these are obviously much more affordable. And you can get like collections and stuff around the holidays that I really like. And then I use the Lottie London AM to PM retractable eyeliner for my black one, for my black like waterline liner. And I actually enjoyed this way more than I thought that I would. This was like a good liner. It stayed, it didn't budge, it didn't smudge. The tip of it, and I was just talking about this in my speed reviews, this size tip is like ideal for me, for my waterline. And this was just like surprising, but really good. I used the Il Makiage ink liner in black for my liquid liner. Now, I'm so torn on this. And I was hoping to have like a set opinion by today, and I still don't. I like the tip, okay? I love the tip. You've got like that, like almost like very elongated kind of pen. This one is starting to go dry. It's gonna, man, I'm dreading doing my eyeliners because I know that most of my liquid liners are probably gonna have to go because they're probably dried out, which I mean, like, that's good, but like, but this one, I love the tip of it, and I love how easy it goes on, but it like fades. Like even already, and I only did my makeup a couple hours ago, and even already it fades, and that bugs me. So I'm not, I don't know. I used the Pretty Vulgar eyeshadow primer. This is old, but it works well. I enjoy it. It's a good eyeshadow primer. I feel like this brand was talked about for a lot when they first came out, and now they're just not. But this is a good, I mean, it's just like a basic eyeshadow one. This reminds me of the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, like texture wise, but this is like a little, like it's tinted almost, so it's not like the white that Too Faced Shadow Insurance was. Was that white or was it like a skin tone? This is more like a skin tone, so I do like that. And then for brows, I had the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel and the Morphe Brow Cream in Java. I like both of these. This brow gel is one of my favorite brow gels. It's just, I've used it for years, like it's great. This, I wanted to use up a little bit more than I did, but again, shot my samples. I am using it today. I do like it, but I feel like in general, I'm kind of moving away from pomades. So I'm hoping to use it like a bit more before it goes bad. I also feel like pomades go bad way faster than like pencil liners do. I mean, obviously because they're creams. But I don't know. It's a good brow cream if you just want something to throw in your brows. But it's not like my favorite kind of thing. You know what I mean? I messed up my brows today, so don't look at them. I also had pulled out a cream liner. This is the AOA Studio Buttercream Gel Liner and Shadow in Licorice. I did use this a couple of times, and I used a red shade for one of the looks that I did. And I really like these are good. Now, I will throw this out there. I bought these about 6 months ago, and they are already pulling away from the edges. So will they end up being keepers? Probably not, because that concerns me. And it is a very, very dry formula. Like, you do have to warm it up quite a bit. But, I mean, for $1, like, the use that you get out of them, if you use them on a regular basis, I feel would be pretty good. I just want something a little bit, like, longer lasting. You know what I mean? Okay, for palettes. Okay. Oh, first of all, I used the Cara Beauty Fabulashes, the 3D Faux Mink Lashes. So last round I had pulled in like a set of lashes, and I had used them and quite liked them, and I was like, I'm gonna do the same thing like last time, and then I think I'm gonna do the same thing this time too. But this is the Cara Beauty Fabulashes 3D Faux Mink Lashes. I got these at Marshall's for $7.99. I didn't like them. The band, and I'm realizing this about myself, the band on these is too thick. I like really thin bands. This band is just, it's too thick, and it's too much for my eyes. I have small eyes, so I need like really thin bands, and this just didn't do it. So this set, I mean, I'll probably end up, can I cut that? I mean, I guess I could just do the whole thing. I'm passing it along, but it's not working out for me. And I feel like I tried, was it a different Cara Beauty lash product too, that the band was too thick? Because I feel like that's not the first time I've had the issue with that. Alright, eyeshadow palettes. I have 3 of them. So I had pulled in Urban Decay Naked. This is the OG Naked. You can't buy it anymore. It's gone. This one is so, wait, right here. Like, this is coming off. I have 2 pans in this palette. And here's my issue is these shades are just so old. Now for powder products, I don't know. I'm not an expiration date person. Like, I don't really pay attention to them. If the formula changes, if the scent changes, if the color changes, anything like that, that's when I'll toss it out. But like just the expiration dates alone, except for mascaras, no, I don't care. But this palette is obviously very, very old, and the formula is starting to change. Powder products take years and years and years to change. This is probably 13 years old, if I had to guess. But at this point, and it's been working fine because I've been using it, you know, periodically over the last couple of years. But at this point, the formula is beginning to change. The shades are a bit powdery. They're not as pigmented, so it takes a lot longer to build them up, which just kind of frustrates me. And I don't know why, because this is the warm palette, right? It's Naked 2 that's the cool tone palette, but every time I use these shades, it looked like a cool toned look. And Like, that's not at all what I was like. It just, none of the looks really came out right. So this one I'm not loving. I'm not getting rid of any palettes right now because I am gonna wait so I can do kind of comparison videos and the videos that I plan on doing, and then like the big declutter at the end. But I don't have high hopes for this one. Then the other palette was the Too Faced Natural Love. This one, I was so sad to find out was discontinued. I had no idea. I looked it up because I'm making lists of all the products as I go through them, and then like writing down notes and things like that and prices. And I looked this up and it's been discontinued. Oh, my poor heart. But this is what the inside looks like. There is a companion palette, the Natural Lust palette. This is one of my favorite neutral palettes, and it makes me so sad that it's been discontinued because this was such a good, I mean, like, it looks so, I mean, I'm just gonna say it looks boring. It looks boring as hell. And I'm not a huge neutral palette person, but sometimes I will find palettes that I like. And normally, I will say normally they are, like for neutral palettes, they are these larger palettes, but I love this one because it's shocking to me the amount of different looks that you can do with this and the amount of different things that you can do. And this is just, my heart is so sad that this has been discontinued. So then I brought in a third one because timing wise I was like, oh, I'm gonna need a third one. And I brought in the Glam Light Ice Cream Dream. I figured since it was the third one in this round, I'd keep it easy on myself because we all know my thoughts on this palette. I will say though, excitingly, I hit 2 more pans. So I had a pan in Cotton Candy, that's an old pan, and then I ended up hitting pan in Mango, which is the matte yellow, and French Vanilla. Now I will say French Vanilla is very easy because it's a very softly pressed like shimmer glitter shade. Now Mango though is a matte yellow, and I feel like when you do colorful eyeshadow palettes, especially with matte colors, it's very difficult to get a yellow right. And this yellow is not perfect by any means, but it is probably one of the best that I've used. I love this palette. This one is still available. This is one of my absolute favorites. It's so gorgeous. The shades blend so easily. It is phenomenal. Such a good one. If you like color looks, if you like color eyeshadows, if you like colorful eyeshadow looks, this is a dream. It's a dream. And how cute is that? All right, so now we're gonna go through the collection and we're gonna pick out some new products. And I was sitting here thinking to myself, and I was like, what is the theme going to be? I don't know what the theme is going to be. So now, like I said, I won't be picking out an oversized product, which this week I wouldn't have anyways, but I won't be picking out a contour, and I won't be picking out a foundation. I will be picking out lip products, which I will further explain in the next Shop My Samples update, but today I will be picking out lip products, and you guys, the excitement that I have for this, unfreaking matched, okay? I don't know what this was, but it's unfreaking matched. So, thank you. But I was thinking theme-wise, because lip products is not a theme. I was thinking theme-wise. Ooh, maybe I could do a monochromatic red. Oh, well, pinks and reds. The lip theme. Oh my god. Okay, screw it. That's what I'm doing. Pinks and reds, the lip theme, very Valentine's Day-esque. Maybe some nudes. Nude lips. Okay, we're doing a lip theme. Creative liberties will be taken, but let's go. Let's go. First up is a face primer. So I need something that's like what reminds me of lips and a face primer for my second shelf. It's either gonna be this one, which is blush, or this one, which is, it's gonna be this. It's gonna be this one. This one, yes. Okay. So we're going to do the Natasha Denona Bloom Blush and Glow palette. This has some, like a cream kind of highlighty shade, a regular highlighted cream blush, and then a regular blush. So I won't be pulling out a cream blush or a highlight or a powder blush. So no powder products this time, or cream blushes. And then I'm just wondering this, because I do cream blush like all over the face, y'all. I'm wondering if that's going to be... That might be a bit much. We'll try it. We'll try it. Well, okay, let's see how it goes. Okay, so next is concealer. I will be moving concealers back to a drawer once I do the categories and everything, so they won't always live in this because this is already driving me crazy. But for now it is. And I was just inspired as I sat here talking to y'all. I'm gonna use the Bare Minerals Bare Pro in Fair Light. It's shaped like a lipstick. So that's perfect. That'll be a perfect concealer to use. I love it. All right, for primers. What reminds me of lips? What does remind me of lips? I'm gonna do the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer because it's potted like some lip products. Oh my god, I'm a genius. I'm skipping foundations, going straight into the drawer here. I actually put a couple back. I'm not super keen on organizing anything right now because, of course, once I go through everything, so like shit's just getting tossed in drawers, y'all. It's just going to be a mess, and we're just going to live with that for a little while. So we're not doing cream highlight or cream blush. I might end up pulling in a cream highlight if that pink one doesn't work for all over the face, like I tend to use it. But we do need a cream contour. So, okay, so I've got, you know what, I'm going to do this one. Not my favorite. It's the Glossier Solar Paint in Ray, but this has, it's like kind of a, like a lippy tube. Do you see where I'm going with this? My genius knows no bounds. What the hell do I pick here? What reminds me of lips here? honestly, I'm going for this one. The Glossier, the Wowder. I don't know. This is, okay. I am also going to skip the pressed powder because I have one in Panning Punk as well. So I will be skipping that. And then because of our face palettes and the other project pan, we're done with these drawers. Because I'm currently working on eyeshadow palettes, I'm just kind of going through like the rows now, I guess. So I'm just picking the next two because I'm, you know, trying to get through them in a relatively organized fashion. So I'm just picking the next two in the, like the first shelf, right, that we started with the Naked. And I'm just going to kind of go through the rows every week, if that makes sense. So they won't be the theme, but I have the Too Faced Too Femme, which is this little guy here. I've used this a couple of times. It's really pretty for like springtime, so hopefully we can do some summer-esque looks with that. And then the Too Faced Born This Way Natural Nudes. I need to, you know, test these out, do a palette a week, and kind of see how I feel about them, how they compare. You all know the drill by now. So these are going to be our two palettes for the upcoming round, and we're just going to keep it simple with palettes for the next little bit until I get through them all. Because if I don't do it like this and I just pick them out in a random order, it's going to take so long for me to remember what I still need to test and what has already been tested. Also, if you can see here, my new drawer is overflowing. So I want to pull out something from the new drawer. I don't know what. A lot of this is like face products. Like a lot of this is actually... Why did I do that? Why do I have so many face products in here? I will go ahead with this. This is the Rare Beauty Always an Optimist Weightless Eye Primer. So I'm going to go ahead and try this out for the upcoming couple of weeks as my eye primer. And it'll move something out of the new drawer. But I just did, oh look, I can close it again. I just did a speed reviews on new stuff that I've tried. And it's been a while since I've tested like new stuff because obviously I had the stuff from the speed reviews. And so I'm excited to get back to it because my drawers are getting full again. All right, so here we have mascaras and brows. I do need to get a new brow good thing. I used a pomade last time, so this time I'm gonna do a pencil and one of the little filler in guys, because I know words. So I'm going to put some of my stuff back here. And then, let's see. Okay, well this one reminds me of a lip product. I don't know why, but it has a heart at the end of it. This is the Too Faced Pomade in a Pencil Brow Shaper and Filler Crayon. So it's got the spoolie and then just the pencil. So I'm going to use this for this round. And then I'm also going to pull in... We'll go with the Colourpop Brow Boss Gel because those shades are pretty comparable. So those will be brows. I'm also gonna pull out the $1 Billion Brow Duo Pencil Concealer and Highlighter because I like this one and it's just convenient. So I'm gonna grab that. And then I need to pick out mascaras. So this one reminds me of a lip product. It's the Tarte Big Ego. So I'll go ahead and I'll grab this one. And then, I mean, I don't know why. Like, there's nothing about these that remind me of like lip products, but they're calling my name. So the Tarte Big Ego and then the Pacifica Vegan Collagen Lash Serum and Primer. What? That's a primer? That's not even a mascara? Oh, good Lord. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and I'll take this and then we'll do, what is this pink one down here? Oh, this is okay, this was a set. I recall now. So the Vegan Collagen Fluffy Lash mascara. So we've got the whole yeah, we're gonna take the whole family. You see, this is just unnecessary. It's gonna get fixed. It's gonna be great. For liners, I'm just gonna reach and grab one because they're fucking liners. So I'm gonna drop some. Okay, let's see. We have the AOA Studio Gel Eyeliner in black, and then we have the Nabla Cupid's Arrow in Arrow number 5, which is like a brown one. That'll actually probably go really well with the Too Faced Natural Nudes palette, so I'm down for that. I'm gonna do, oh goodness, I don't know. We'll do the Galactic Precise Eyeliner Marker, because that's what I grabbed. Although this one, I think, unless this is a new one, which I don't think it is, I think that one's close to drying out, so that one might not make it through the round. All right, lashes. Does it matter? I mean, like, realistically, does it matter? I'm gonna pull out these and this. This, I don't know what this is. It's just a set of lashes, so cool. And then these are the Velour Live-In Lashes Premium Synthetic Lashes. My friend actually gifted these to me. She sent me, wait, was it these? No, it was a couple from Sephora. I think I bought these. Did I buy these from TJ Maxx for $7.99? I think. Oh, good Lord. See, I don't remember. I'm gonna go, we'll try out these though, okay? But now my question is though, once I use up these lashes, what do I buy? I mean, I guess probably Ardell's, because I like the Ardell Wispies. I don't know. It's the fun drawer. I will also, this is some of the makeup that I'll be going through when I do the thing like this. Yes, this is a whole category, okay? I'm trying to think though. I think I'm gonna pull out, yeah, I think I'm gonna pull out this. Because I haven't used this. It kind of reminds me of a lip product. And this is the One Size Eye Popper Sparkle Vision Eyeshadow in Death Drop. I like that. Like, I like that a lot. So I think I'm going to pull this out and hopefully use it at least once. At least once. Sure, I feel like it gets pushed to the wayside so often. And like, I want to use so much of the products. But I just never do. And it drives me crazy. Ooh, you know what I'm also going to do? Look at this. I have all of the, oh my god, why do I do this to myself? I have all of these like, oh, no, no. Who's gonna, I use those too. Those are the ones that I use most often. Oh my god, oh my god. I have all of these, like what is this? Why do I have these? And then I never use them. So you know what? I'm going to use one. I'm going to pull out this one because I feel like this would go really well with the Too Faced Too Femme palette. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, we'll do a thing here. Do a whole thing. I'm going to clean that up, but like later, you know? All right, lippies. So as of right now, the lippies are 4 drawers. There's lip glosses, and then like lip balm oil treatment things. The next drawer is lip liners and lip pencils. The next drawer is liquid lipsticks, and then you have regular bullet lipsticks. So I'll be picking out one product from each drawer, plus like a lip liner probably. Well, maybe. Let's see what the shades I pick out first. Will it end up staying like this? Who knows? Again, these are all categories, and lips are going to be each drawer, each section of the drawer. So like lip liners is its own category, and then lip pencils is its own category, lip glosses its own category. So do you see? Yes, you get it. You get it. So I'm excited to go through this shit because I'm doing those lip try-on videos and they're going really well, but I'm not testing the formula for like staying power or like, you know, it's like a wear test. It's just like, do I like this shade? Does it feel comfortable on the lips? Which is good in its own regard, but like, do I actually want to keep wearing them? So I'm excited to tackle lips. But for right now, let's pick out some lips because this is the first time in months I've got to pick out lips. Okay, lip glosses. Let's see. See, this is the issue is because this is lip themed, I don't know what to pick. I'm just going to reach in, grab one. This is the UOMA Boss Gloss in Sass. Ooh, okay, I love the packaging of this. It's very summer-esque. Ooh, okay. That's a good lip gloss to have. Love it. Gonna grab this, thank you. Lip pencils. I have a feeling so many of these are probably gonna end up getting decluttered just because they're so old, but let's, you know, reach in, grab one. This is from Bite Beauty. This is the Matte Cream Lip Crayon in Glaze. Oh, this is actually one of my favorite shades. It is like super duper duper matte though, so I don't know how much I'm gonna like these like now, but good so far. I am going to skip lip liners and I'll pull those out as I need them, I think, because I'm gonna need different lip liners for different looks here. Liquid lipsticks. I'm trying to we're just gonna go right in. That one. This is the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in Fuego. Okay. Different enough. The glaze is more kind of purpley toned. I don't know what y'all can see because I am at like the complete wrong angle for this. All right, and then lipsticks. Again, let's just This one right here. Floor's too messy for this shit. This is the KVD Studded Kiss Cream Lipstick in Double Dare. This is a really pretty one. And again, I kind of like the lippy vibes that I have going on here. Not this one because that's an eyeliner, but the four. I kind of like these vibes because they're all different, but they're very similar. You guys are really zoomed in, so my bad. But I am so, oh my god, I'm so excited. This stuff, it looks like so much fun. I'm so excited. I feel like it's gonna be a really good couple of weeks. Oh, I needed a setting spray, so I grabbed one. Again, lip products, meh, but it's pink, so this is the NYX Plump Finish setting spray. We're gonna use that. But beyond that, y'all have seen everything. So it'll be interesting with a few of these products, but overall, like, I'm so excited, and this is so pumped. I'm very excited. I'm excited about all this stuff. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Let me know in the comments what makeup you are currently focusing on, and also, what's a product that makes you think of, like, lip products that's not a lip product, right? Because you've kind of seen my semi-thought process here. So let me know in the comments if there's any in particular that, like, stand out to you. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me here today. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit that bigger subscribe button below me if you'd like to see more of me. I'll catch y'all next time. Have a great one. Goodbye.